Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to the Overkill Underground. This is Survivor Episode 10.
Oh, goodness.
And,
Hashtag.
Yeah, while we're at it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we got hashtags to serve
Speaking
up.
of hashtags.
We got hashtags to serve up. We need to give a shout out to our boy Amir for hashtagging the $1 million cock.
Amir,
$1 million.
thank you. Awesome, dude.
You're out there. So, yeah,
Fuck.
you know, Ty's chicken, it plays quite a role in this game.
Yeah.
Not
really
as big
does.
as I thought.
No,
I
no.
thought, you know,
And
they
still,
showed that. They
still
showed
at
that
the end of
last
the
time.
episode, it's there.
Oh, of
It's
course.
alive.
Yeah,
It's well.
Julia said they're going to
It's in the game.
Julia said, once we get rid of Ty, we're eating that cock.
Eating that cock, yeah. Should be eating a lot
And
of cock.
and it's you know,
Nonetheless.
it'll serve its purposes
Oh,
as soon
yeah.
as Ty is gone, I'm sure.
Well, he ain't going anywhere, first of all.
Yeah.
But
No, I agree.
they really played that up last week about Jason kicking Ty's chicken, because that was really not. It was kind of a non-issue in the episode,
Yeah.
in the
Right.
whole scheme of
Right.
the episode. But I digress. Let's get to the beginning.
Let's go to the beginning.
Yeah, let's
this
start
is an
at the
awesome
beginning.
episode. Yeah.
Well,
Our fans want to hear what we think about the beginning.
the beginning.
well, and that's the thing too, right? So, well, and I wanted to mention too. Now we have 4 people in the jury here too, and the fact that it's been blindside after blindside the whole way through here, with Nick to Debbie, and I mean Neil. Of course, he started the jury out. That was a medical issue, but every jury member so far, it's been a complete blindside, and where people have felt very confident. I'd think
Absolutely.
that they're going to be all right. And so we had Neil, Nick, Debbie, and those are people in
Those
the
are
jury.
the 3, right?
And those are the 3. And we start out with Jason, Scott, Ty, Sydney, Julia, Joe, Aubrey, and Michelle. And I'd have to say, Joe's game is a non-game. I don't I don't even consider him a player at this point.
Joe and Michelle.
Anymore.
He wasn't
Michelle.
even. He didn't
You
say a
think
word
Michelle,
of
too?
tribal either.
What has she done?
Well, that's true.
She's
That's
done
true.
nothing. I mean, at this point, she's
Some
kind of somebody you
serious-
want to take to the end.
Serious
Her,
coattail riders
Jason,
here.
yeah,
Mhm.
Right
she's a
there.
coattail
Right
rider.
Yeah.
I mean, Julia's trying to make moves. She's playing both sides of the fence.
Right.
But
Right.
Could be a good game at this point.
Ty's definitely
Ty's a big player in this
well,
game.
he's a
Huge
fan
player at this
favorite.
point.
He's a fan favorite.
He is
at
a-
least,
he
that's
is
for
a fan
sure.
favorite.
I think so.
And yeah, so at the beginning, he gives the idol back to
Back
Jason.
to Jason, right?
So
I give you my idol.
My idol is yours.
and we were talking earlier. That shows a huge trust, with especially Scott and Jason. Obviously, they're looking at Ty like, this guy is in with us. He's in the brotherhood. He's part of the
Right.
He doesn't have a voice. He's heard.
He doesn't.
but not listened to.
Right.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
we
he's
find
just-
that out a little bit later in the
Yeah, Ty
episode when they're
realizes
sitting at
that.
the beach.
Yeah.
But we go to a commercial break and we get right to the
Great
reward
challenges.
challenge.
Great challenges,
Right into
yeah.
the reward. Right.
The reward, and that was
The-
a difficult reward. I mean,
the pot holder. You
Yeah.
got to hold
Right.
the
So
pot.
yeah, you're balancing a pot on the end of a board that's about 6 foot long.
Yeah.
in your best
In the-
Captain
in-
Morgan's pose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
was
that. I
totally-
like
yeah.
that.
in your
Captain
best
Morgan.
It
Captain
was.
Morgan.
It totally
You
was.
gotta have that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
You
I
had
love
to hold
that.
the Captain Morgan pose while you held some pots on
That's
the
a
end of the board.
hashtag. That's it. Right
Hashtag
there.
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan's.
There you
wow,
go.
awesome. And Aubrey was dancing around, doing all sorts of crap, trying to hold it. Ty holding it too. But the challenge, what we're talking about, is not the big point of the challenge there. The big point is who went for what in that one, which was a great idea by
That
the
was
producers
great.
there.
Yeah.
You
That was
do you
great.
want food? Do you want the advantage, or do you want the crybaby
Now, is that
letters?
the first time they've ever
Right.
done something
I think
like
so.
that?
I think so.
I think
A triple reward, yeah, I believe. Yeah.
awesome idea. And to go for the love letters is a complete waste. I don't care what you say. It makes you weak. You don't want to do that.
Well,
Get that out of
it's-
here.
It's still opposed to
I
I get it though.
yeah.
I mean-
it's a little change of pace opposed to the
It's something really too It's something that pulls you
Auction.
back in.
It's a little different
It
than the
kind of-
auction
it was
that
a
they
little-
used to have.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the
but
auction would
also
have been cool.
the love letter is meant to pull you back into the game to make you realize
Sure.
what you're there for. So I get it. Not my choice. I mean, I can see.
I think it makes you
too.
weak, man. I
Right,
think it makes you
right.
weak. Like,
don't know.
oh, I
Julia's-
can lose. I have a loving family at home. I can lose this.
I disagree.
I give up.
I disagree. Julia took it as a positive.
She
They
did.
always
She
say
did.
that,
Yeah,
you
but-
know.
Well, yeah, and
But
she
you know-
also got tears in her eyes too, and we always
Right,
make
but
fun of that.
We
as
didn't
well.
get another thing out of the reward, which is usually somebody wins the reward and then they get to take some people.
Pick a couple people.
And that's
Right.
what I was thinking was going to happen. Like, oh, you can win the letters
thought
and then
that at
pass
first.
them out or something.
Yeah.
But that's huge because
thought
that
maybe-
separates the group and it also isolates people as well. It's huge.
I thought it might have been something like, if you bow out now, you can
Get the burger.
partake in
Yeah.
this meal.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you bow out now, you can get a love letter. But if you stay till the end, you get the or advantage. But I'm happy with the way they separated it, and you get to
And
pick
I
what
think
you
it
want to
shows
do.
too.
That was
That
kinda
was cool. Three
I think-
winners.
and that's it. Well, that was cool, and I think it also shows too that Ty and Sydney and Aubrey. Ty and Aubrey are huge players in this game. Sydney's
Aubrey.
she's pulled her moves. Oh yeah, Aubrey's
Come out of
Aubrey's-
her shell.
She's and like
Whole-
we were
totally.
talking earlier too about the fact that she had a breakdown when she came out of it.
Right.
Debbie kind of consulted her.
Yeah.
She
God.
really
Within the
came.
first
She really
she
came
was the
back
first
with a
crier.
yeah. She really came back with a vengeance. She was too. She was the first cry.
She
That's
was.
true.
She was it.
I'm telling you, it was.
But they're playing two different
it was her
types of strong
menstrual
player
cycle,
games.
I think, that
The
she
two
was a little
types of
confused.
the two types of strong player games. Ty is playing it physically, meaning not physically as in challenges, but with physical items. And Audrey's playing them literally with just words. Ty can play the game with idols and extra votes, but Audrey can play the game with her words and
And
her
I think
ability
he
to
can-
think. She's Cochran's dream girl.
Yeah.
Oh, he
She's
is.
Without
Cochran's
a doubt.
dream girl. I
For
mean,
sure.
that
Hashtag-
is the chick right there.
Hashtag Cochran's dream girl.
Yeah, right
Yep.
there. Boom, boom.
Another
I
cock in
mean,
your-
huge, right?
Another cock.
Another cock in your face.
I mean, everybody loves them. So I'm just saying, she is really good, and you're right, Lance. She's developed her character. We thought she was going to be a dud, but it's developed through the season,
Yeah,
and
absolutely, yeah.
she's really come. She's grown on me,
Oh,
like a
I like her.
hemorrhoid. She's grown on me like a hemorrhoid. It's really nice.
I don't know if she's grown up.
As much as I'm
really
going to miss her
nice.
like a hemorrhoid, she's grown on me
hemorrhoid.
like one. Yeah, I don't know if they grow or not, but they're there. Yeah.
But I like Audrey. She's a great player at this point.
And she's a
Actually-
smart girl.
Actually, she's a little dangerous at this point. So if I'm Ty, I do want to get rid of Aubrey sooner than later.
Yeah.
I want to get rid
She
of
could
Aubrey.
win.
And-
yeah,
and
she
what a-
could win this.
Look at all the people
and
on
what
the
a better,
jury.
Right. Well, what a better way to get rid of somebody as dangerous as Aubrey by
Absolutely.
showing you. Yeah, I mean, just like he kind of already has done.
Getting
by-
close to her. You've
by-
got to get close to get rid of.
And the thing is,
Right.
too, with Ty,
Right.
I hate to skip to the end right now, but the fact that we got rid of Scott and Ty was the cause to Scott's demise.
Absolutely.
The fact that happened, as we remember, in the beginning, Ty and Scott were close. They were buddies.
Oh, they were gay bros, big time.
They were
buddies.
they were big.
Thick as thieves.
They were
is one
buddies.
would say.
Yeah, they were buddies
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, but nonetheless, I mean, Ty was very uncomfortable. I mean, he knew he was at the bottom of the food chain in that three-man alliance.
When he
Yep.
went through that.
Plus
yeah.
the dark side stuff, I think, was
Right.
wearing on him.
And plus when-
that
Without a
stuff.
doubt.
We
Yeah,
even
yeah.
saw that
Definitely
when
right
Julia was talking with Scott and Jason about, hey, we're thinking about fleshing. The girls are thinking about fleshing the idol out. They want to get rid of Ty, and the boys said, we're not bound to him. Why don't you go to the final three with us?
and they know they can't win with
Right.
him in the final three.
Right.
And they can't win,
they were
win
gonna
with
get rid of
Julia.
him.
I don't think either. Maybe I don't know. But
Then the immunity, great challenge too. They were both endurance tonight.
yeah.
Both endurance.
Mental
A
endurance.
second challenge.
A mental
that
endurance.
shoulder, the
Yeah.
spread out, the spread eagles,
Right,
holding them
right.
out there.
Right, you're holding discs. It
Very
looks like
cool.
what 6-inch pieces of wood that you're
Yeah.
holding, and you couldn't palm it. Is that correct? You could not
You could-
palm it.
no,
You could
I-
just use your fingertips.
Right. And then I
So
don't know
you're
how much
holding-
those things weighed.
You're holding a disc.
I think you
Like,
could
with the pot on
It
them,
was
right?
just
Right,
outside
and yeah, that's
the
that's
edge.
that's the part that people. I didn't really. I'm looking at this, and you're hanging a little bit of weight, not a lot, but
If you noticed-
a pound pound and a
Aubrey
half, probably.
Aubrey kind of had more of her whole finger on it, and just her, you know.
I noticed
were
that
bent.
Jason's thumb was almost holding it.
Yeah, he had it underneath the disc.
Almost, like it was
real
almost.
close.
Yeah,
Was he kind of cheating? You
it
think?
looked like a little cheat
Was
to me.
surprised to see Ty go
I didn't
out
notice
so
that.
soon, but
I did. Yeah, I did
thought-
notice.
I
I thought
thought
Ty
Jason-
would last a long.
I thought Jason's. But speaking of Ty, what a fighter! I mean, he held that thing.
his little pinky.
It was about
his
to
little
break
pinky,
off.
He was
man.
holding it with his pinky. His hand was twisted in such a grotesque
that's where the
form.
bamboo
But
got him.
I'm going, what the
Ow.
hell is?
Yeah. He was turning into bamboo literally out of his fingers. Like, oh no, my bamboo finger. It bend, but it break now. It was definitely breaking. Dude.
Speaking of breaking, Sydney, I
Yeah,
thought Sydney
that
was
was
going
good,
to be a lot better in the
Who-
Captain Morgan challenge and the.
Yeah, who, by the way, has
Holding
become
the disc.
irrelevant. She's become irrelevant at this point.
She was irrelevant in this.
You
this
know,
episode.
2 episodes, she's been asked, who do you want to vote for? Oh, I'll just go along with you.
Yeah.
I'll
She's
just go
going,
along
she's
with
going
you.
with Aubrey
You know,
right now.
she is definitely, she's starting to ride coattails.
Well, she needs.
Start riding
She
coattails.
needs. I don't know about riding coattails,
She
but
needs
she needs
another breakthrough in the game.
She needs a blanket right now because she knows the
She's in
target's
trouble.
on her back.
She's in trouble.
from
right.
from the three
Not
guy
anymore.
element.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, they.
So that's where this episode, the next episode, I think will change up in that way where we're going to see maybe a little more from Sydney. It's going to be.
God damn! I
Of
don't
course.
even remember what were the highlights of next episode. Refresh me.
Oh, goodness gracious. What did happen? Oh, I don't remember. This episode was so great right now.
I
I want
know.
to talk about this episode because the
We'll-
tribal
well, yeah,
was
we'll-
huge.
What the hell's gonna
Right,
go
we'll,
on?
We'll,
in this?
we'll remember.
The
by
tribal
by
was
the end.
big just because that idol, that super idol, was set up for 2 reasons. You could either
Yeah.
really betray someone, which we saw tonight,
Which
or you
was
could
great.
really show some decent friendship to somebody, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
solidify an alliance. And what it was used for
The
complete
betrayal.
betrayal.
Yeah.
And that was huge. I knew it was coming. We all kind of saw it coming. You know,
Right.
he was going to betray
No.
somebody, or it was in the
Anybody else wins,
idea of
Jason goes home. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Jason could
Yeah.
be in trouble.
Jason's-
his idol's gone. He has no idol now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the producers at CBS showed us that Scott, sitting in his exit interview, had the idol in his hand, saying, when we saw how Ty
I mean, he
was.
walked away
Yeah.
with it,
Yeah.
and which was
But,
great.
Hey, my question is, if the votes go the other way and Ty's voted out, does Scott hand him the idol? Maybe.
Yeah, well.
Maybe.
That is up for
Maybe.
debate, and
Maybe,
I have
but
my
maybe
2
not.
reasons.
It is big debate.
Maybe,
Might-
but maybe
big
not,
debate.
because he had that conversation with Julian. And
I think
Jason
he
saying,
does.
We got to get rid of him.
I think he does because I think Ty is worth more to them and the Super Idol's worth more to Scott and Jason than it is to Ty because Ty's got the extra vote.
No, I think they're already seeing.
And I see
think,
it.
I think
I
they
see
may
it as
have
this.
already seen
I
through
also-
Ty's.
But I also see it as this here too, is the fact that they already know that in the long run they're going to get rid of Ty. They're going to bring, and their plan, I guess, was to bring Julia, but they know they want to get rid of Ty at some point in time. There's no way that anybody on the jury is going to vote for anybody but Ty if they end up making the final 3. Just Ty, Scott, and Jason. Ty's likelihood of winning that is a 95% or better
99,
chance.
right.
Right. It's one of these things where at some point in time,
They had to cut ties with him.
if Ty would have been the one with the majority vote, it's hard to say. I don't think
so.
I
either.
don't think Scott would have. He would have been like, "Listen, this is where we got to cut ties, bud." Like,
Yeah, sorry, pal.
it's
I think
been
he
fun.
would have played it.
It's fun.
I
I
disagree.
don't know.
I think
I
he
don't
would
know
have played
because
it
of their
and saved it.
conversation with
it
Julia.
is hard to say at this point.
Because of their conversation with Julia about cutting ties with him, I think maybe.
It
This
shows
is-
some insight into at least that realm of thinking where Scott may very well have said, this will either be a make it or break it for Ty.
Right.
Oh, okay. So
We're gonna hold on to our.
what happens next week? Okay, so Julia's talking to Jason, and Jason wants revenge right? He says, I want revenge.
Oh, yeah,
right?
that's
He wants
right.
revenge.
That's
and,
right.
and Julia's like, we're going to kill this chicken as soon as we vote out Ty.
Right.
So Ty, he's got to win
Got to
it.
win to save his
Or
cock.
he can, to save, that's very
Gotta
true.
win to save
that's
his
the
cock.
name of the-
Literally, yeah. He's
That's
got
the name of the game here.
Yeah, and he
Right?
was holding
He's in
that
trouble.
cock today. He was holding his cock today. You saw him. He was holding it out there. But
Mm.
that's what's coming up. I mean,
Right at
this
the
is
end, yeah.
Jason's from a couple weeks ago. This is Jason's season to lose. It's slipping away from him. He loses his closest ally. He loses the idol. Ty's leaving him.
I don't know about that. Because
Julia-
he's been in such a lead position in controlling the game in such a bully manner.
Jason's in big trouble now. Listen,
think he is.
Jason
He'll never win
Jason's
the
in,
game, but-
Jason's in huge trouble now because of the fact that he never really had a game. To be quite honest with you,
No, he stole an idol from
stole
an
entire-
idol from stole a
Blondie.
clue from
Blondie.
Blondie.
his entire game has just been an image. He hasn't actually done
Right,
anything.
right.
His image has done more for him than anything. But
Right.
Scott, he was the one that went and got carried away as a villain and putting out fires.
And
Ty
stealing
even,
tools. It was
Ty,
his idea to steal the
Ty
tools.
even has made big moves in a villainous way, more so than Jason. I think I
Right.
can't really. What has Jason done so far? I can't even think of anything that Jason's actually done to be a villain, except for maybe a little trash.
It's just the
talk.
way he portrays himself.
It's
That's
it's
it. That's
complete
it,
image.
It is.
His political game is very
It
dirty.
is.
Yeah.
It's that,
They're right.
and the fact that he doesn't talk to anybody against
Nobody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
doesn't-
him and
you don't see him
Scott
talking
were
to
like-
Joe. He's not friends
Yeah.
with
Right.
anybody else.
Him and Scott were closer than two gay dudes. They were really freaking close.
And which
Him
is
and-
why
they didn't
it
move.
surprised me.
They didn't talk to anybody. They
Yeah.
didn't do anything. They say every scene we saw
That's
those
not a bad
two
move on
together.
Jason's part, by the way, because hey, why not stick with a guy who's worth $26 million? Because he ain't gonna win.
Yeah.
Might as well
Sure,
vote
but,
with him.
But at least Mingle, these two good dudes were sitting by the hammock the whole time.
Hey,
This whole episode,
hanging out.
hey, listen,
Hanging out.
they
he's-
were chilling.
Listen,
man.
he's mingled his way to the final 7. He's already finagled a 21-year-old Julia to jump
Right,
ship
right.
from anything else.
I think
to get rid
Julia's
of Ty.
smarter than that, though. She
I don't
reads
think
through
so.
she
You
reads
think
through
so?
the lines. And
Julia?
plus, yeah, I think she might be a little bit smarter to be double agent the way she is. But actually, the double agent thing's blown. Everybody knows
The
what
double
she's
agent
doing.
thing is gone.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and she was going like, "Hey, Ty,
Don't
play
worry
the
about-
idol." Play the idol, Ty.
Right,
You know,
she
get that
was.
flushed out, and then we vote out
Like
Scott.
the devil. She seemed like the
Yeah.
devil going,
Yeah.
come on, do it, do
Yeah.
it, do
She-
it,
yeah.
do it.
They both were.
Do it.
Like
Yeah.
Adam and Eve crap right
Right.
there, man.
Eat the apple.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah.
Go, Ty, go.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
totally
gosh,
did,
I-
too.
Okay.
I'm glad he
Okay.
sat there and he shook his head and he said, "No, I'm not going to play it."
I
And
don't
then,
want
and then
to
it was
play
time
it.
to,
Perfect.
and then it was
Yeah.
time to give to Scott. You know what? God bless that kid. If I was gay, I would seek that Ty out. Boy, I couldn't even.
Well, you
tell
just
the
say
things
that
I-
because you got him in the pool. That's all you're saying that for.
The things that-
and you
Yeah,
like
right,
Asians
right.
anyways.
Actually,
You love Asians. Stop it.
I do love
I
Asians.
mean,
Let's-
you
You
know,
love it.
we'll
yeah.
get that
You
clear.
love it.
You
There
know,
you go.
but whose face was better, Scott's or Jason's? When Ty was like, "No, I ain't playing the idol for you."
Scott.
Whose face was better?
I don't
think-
know that
I-
Scott looked too surprised.
Scott didn't-
I think
yeah.
he almost kind of like, come on,
I agree.
like let's go. I know you're gonna. I can feel you're
You know
about
who
to
had the
screw
best-
me.
Yeah,
You know who
yeah.
had the best
but,
face?
you know.
Aubrey. She was grinning from ear to ear.
Everybody
that
else.
girl.
Yeah.
Everybody else was priceless.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't hear from
Everybody.
Joe that whole time, and we
No.
didn't hear from that chick on the
'Cause
whole
Joe-
on the left side, the first to vote. What's that?
Michelle?
Michelle.
She didn't say anything.
Like
either.
I said,
Michelle or
those are two
or
people you
Joe.
want to take to the end. Non-threatening, both of them. You want to. They haven't made a move. They're just kind of like
No.
there.
Yeah.
You want to take Joe and Michelle
So-
to the end.
But before we end this here, does Ty's extra vote go in? I missed this. Does it go in after the vote, or does it go in? Does he play that like while he's writing down?
I believe he plays it during his original vote. So when he makes his vote, he casts two.
So
Yeah.
he says, "I cast two," or he plays it
I would
right
believe
with the hidden
I would
camera. You
believe
know,
so.
like
It's hard.
with
It's hard to say. I think we'll obviously
In
see
the
what
booth.
the details
Well,
of
he's-
that would be. But
I think it's
hard to
probably going to
say.
be something like Jeff's going to say, "All right, it's time to vote," and Ty's going to say, "Jeff,
Oh yeah, that could be.
Jeff,
Yeah, I like that.
I got
I got
advantage.
another vote. Yeah.
I want to use my advantage, and I have 2 votes.
yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say,
And I have
that-
Super Idol, so let me keep it.
Right, and
Yeah.
we've seen this before.
So, yeah, we have seen
We've
this.
seen the
Mhm.
extra vote before. Thank you,
Yeah.
Rob. We've seen this extra vote before by the your mailman,
Yeah, the mailman.
and the
Newman.
the mailman goes, "I'm gonna put one on this person and one on this
Right,
person."
he
It was
split
just
'em.
it was a stupid way. I think it was a stupid way to use.
But you
that
could
vote.
use it to save yourself too, because if you're like 3 and 3 votes, right? So they split 3 for you, 3 for another person. If you use your
Absolutely.
extra vote, right?
Well,
So you
well,
can.
this
it's like
is
an
the time to
immunity
use
idol.
It. This is the time to use it. If and when you think you're going to get voted, you want to make sure whoever you're
And he
voting
can-
for and whoever's on your alliance votes with you.
And he can.
But you want 2 votes towards that person.
But he can only use it till 5 people are left. So he's got.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
5
there's
people.
6
So
people
2
now, so he's got to use it.
He's got
use
2
it.
more people.
Yeah, he's got to use it soon.
He's got 7 people.
And
Well,
that-
including him. Of
That
course,
immunity's still with him
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
For
right.
a while.
So he's got and that's a good advantage. And like I said, back to the people that played for the advantage, Aubrey, a huge person in this game, and she also was seeking out that advantage. And of course, you had Scott and Jason both going for the food because
They thought they were
they're-
safe.
Well,
yeah.
they thought they were safe. They're
Right.
big guys. Scott needs the food,
Yeah.
and little Michelle ends up getting it. So that was her big move.
Speaking of the
in
food,
this game,
what-
really,
that was her only
That
thing.
was her. That's been her only. But it wasn't.
That
it
was her coup de grace.
Yeah.
Seriously, that
There
was
it was. There it was.
But nonetheless, what do you think about what kind of beer was that?
It was Rolling Rock. It was in green bottle.
Doesn't necessarily.
Green
Well,
bottle
Heineken-
Rolling
Heineken's-
Rock. What,
I
think
Heineken?
so,
Do you
huh?
think it was a Heineken?
No, and I'm sure it wasn't a Rolling Rock out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go.
well,
okay.
this is who knows what they're drinking.
I mean,
on
would
the
you
can.
chug
Wait,
it
That's
down or
probably
sip on it?
that's
or-
probably some homebrew out of a hut in
It
Cambodia.
probably, yeah,
there you go.
probably some good old
Probably.
Cambodian stuff.
Could've
They had
been
an
right.
Apocalypse Now kind of crap,
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I've
Brando was
traveled to
drinking.
Africa, as you both have known, and
Yeah.
I've drank some pilsners over in that
Right.
part of the world, and
yeah.
it could have been a Kilimanjaro for all we
Okay.
know.
All
or,
right, yeah,
or a
sure.
Serengeti.
I mean, they were out there. How long did she
I'm
last?
not kidding you. Those are names of beers.
Oh, I believe
Look it up.
I believe it.
A half an hour. That cheeseburger's got to be cold. And the beer's got to be warm. I mean, they were sweating.
Yeah,
out
they
there.
were out there.
And I mean, but the beer, I'm telling you, man, coffee, alcohol, and spices is.
Although
you know,
the
just-
way they serve it up on Survivor, though, that thing was probably on a hot plate, sitting
Yeah.
back there,
Yeah.
back there on some ice, just
Yeah.
chilling. As soon as she came out to get it, they probably put it.
Yeah.
Survivor.
You don't think it was a warm beer?
You know what? Sometimes
Hey,
it
there
feels
was
like
water
that show
coming
just
off it.
spares no expense.
Yeah.
A warm beer and a
They-
cold
they-
No,
burger.
there was perspiration off that beer. That bottle had little droplets and stuff on the side. I mean, it was cold. It
You're
was
younger
well
than me.
worth
You
it.
have better vision. I didn't see that.
A lot of better things I got. I'm just saying, it was well worth it. You know that episode. I think this episode
we were
last
sitting
week.
there. We were sitting there and we were watching it, and you said you would have went for the food. I said I would have went.
I would have
for
gone for the food.
I would have went for the letters.
Yeah. Well, now you said the advantage.
No, I
Yeah,
would
I would've
never
run-
go for a letter.
No, that's
I
worthless.
can't even read for God's
Yeah,
sake.
it makes good toilet paper. That's all it does. You know, just wipe your ass. with it
Yes,
and get
if you're
it
going to
in.
send
Get
me
it done
anything,
with,
if
right.
I'm ever
Yeah.
on Survivor and you're going to send me letters from home,
Yeah.
make sure you write it on toilet paper.
I mean, if you don't send me at least $20 or something, I mean, goodness,
toilet paper. You're right.
For
Toilet paper.
sure. Yeah.
you know.
Just a blow.
I would have
my
went for
nose.
the advantage myself.
I would have
mean,
went totally
the advantage.
for the advantage.
The advantage. It's you never know exactly what it's going to be, but with
Right.
with
We
ties
talked about
win,
that.
Right.
with ties win, it's a huge advantage.
That's a great
it
advantage.
Could, it could turn the tide on yourself. I mean, you could at least tie it up with somebody at that point if you have an extra vote, and that we see what a tie can lead into. It's either some kind of extra challenge or whatever that might go on, but still huge advantage for a tie to get that, and it's gonna play its role
we didn't
sooner
see
than
it,
later.
We didn't see it in the episode, but you would have thought that Scott and Jason being in the alliance with Ty would have inquired about what's your advantage. Well, I mean, is it for the next challenge, or what's it for? You know,
which
we
brings
didn't- we didn't
right.
hear about it, so
Nobody asked about it. You're right. Nobody.
we
said,
didn't see it.
But too,
What's that
like
about,
again,
man?
you know, it brings us back to the fact that he was completely expendable to Scott and Jason. They don't.
Right.
They didn't.
They don't
care.
care.
They didn't
They-
care.
And that's
Not
why
at
I
all.
really, honestly,
I really believe
think
they were planning on sending Ty home
yeah,
if he
if he
took
would've-
the
if he
majority
would've took the
votes.
majority votes,
if
he
he
would've
took
went
the
home, I
majority
think.
votes, he
So
would've-
is
Scott
Ty
would've
it's
given
a
it
real
to him.
good
is
chance.
Ty the
Real
leader?
good chance.
I think so.
Is Ty the leader now, or is he taking is he taking the passenger seat to Aubrey?
Aubrey is running this
So,
entire
even though
island.
Ty
You better
has-
get rid of that girl. She's
So
winning
it
$1
shows
million.
us. It shows us that you can
Yeah.
have all the change and you can have all the jewels in the game, okay, the hardware, but you're still not running it. You're still not running the game.
You know,
Is that what we're
Survivor.
saying?
Oh, absolutely. I would.
You know?
I would agree with that 100%. You know, Survivor is a real social game. It really is a game of figuring out. You know, I think Aubrey,
But the
when she
problem
went through
is-
her breakdown, she really, you know, I think there was some self discovery that
Right.
really launched
That's
her
good. Yeah, yeah. that's good.
into a direction of thinking. You know, I am a brain.
Well,
I need to use my brain and think this process through.
it launched her into
And
the.
she even talked about a little bit, you know, how what kind of thinking game this is. Where, you know, she went through the things of, you know, I'm thinking and I'm thinking about this, and then I'm trying not to think, and this is what you know, these are the things that I do every day, all day long. She's definitely in
And-
the game.
and you
It's
know
a
what?
huge mental, you know, play that you have to go through in this to make it, you know.
I would have loved
Bring
to
it out to
see,
your advantage.
I would have loved to see her interview or her video that she sent to CBS to be on Survivor, because
Well, I'm sure you can view it.
This is the player that you that
But
that,
better
that
yet-
they saw on the video. This is the
Right.
player.
But
Right.
better yet, what
not,
did you
not
say?
what we saw in the first
True,
2 weeks.
true, yeah.
This is the player. They go, man, this girl is sharp.
Yeah,
She's
but
sharp.
tell-
And she is. I mean,
Yeah,
we're seeing
yeah.
it finally.
Yeah.
We didn't see that in the first
No,
week.
yeah.
We didn't even talk about her in the first
Right,
3 or 4
whoever
episodes.
whoever interviewed her in the beginning of the process
Said-
saw what she possessed.
Yeah,
she's
right.
she's
the potential.
yeah,
that
the
this girl-
potential.
but tell
she's
tell
very
the
the $1 million
nation-
winner that she is.
You
She
got to
really
tell the
is.
underground though what you said about the difference between Debbie and Aubrey. You remember what you said?
What did I say?
You
Remind me.
Yeah, well, I'm taking this from Lance, everybody. So
Steal
I'm just
it.
going to tell everybody. I'm not stealing it. I'm telling you because you don't remember. You're so effed up over there, wearing shades and crap like that. He's wearing penny loafers. He's wearing penny loafers. I don't even know why.
I worked
but-
all day,
Okay, yeah, me too.
working back.
Oh, okay, here we go. He said Debbie, like, you know how everybody go to Debbie and Debbie's like, no, I'm not doing that plan. I'm not doing that
yeah.
plan. Aubrey digests it, and then
Yeah.
she thinks about it, and then she does her little
she
scheming.
totally does. Yeah.
That was
you
a
know-
good point, Lance, even though you don't remember, but I
Yes,
remembered it for
I did.
you. Okay.
You're right.
No,
I
Aubrey's,
did.
on the
Aubrey's
TV.
a
If you
huge
noticed-
thinker.
If you
For
noticed
sure.
that when she was around a lot of people, she was a listener, but she did all her talking in front of the camera, and we're going to see more of that. And at this point, I mean, she's the major threat in the game.
The camera,
Time-
the
time
camera
may
is
have-
like the
time-
camera is like her meditation to the real
Right,
world.
right,
It is.
Where she gets to sit in front of the camera and actually think out her thoughts out loud.
Just like Cochran.
And
Just like
and,
Cochran.
And Cochran did just that too. It was a
I
real.
bet you Cochran's there to meet her.
I hope
It would
so,
be yeah,
When
right.
she's
It-
winning the $1 million.
You would yeah, you would,
She's-
right. You would think
I-
you would think he'd show up at the final.
she's frightening
final,
at this
yeah,
point.
at the show.
To my,
That's his girl for
to my
sure.
little Asian boyfriend.
God, I hope they put him in a season together and they can hook up out there, man.
Oh god,
Right on the beach.
in a little canoe.
Yeah, they'd probably be talking Survivor why they got it on or something. They'd
Probably.
strategy or
They
something.
may have already hooked up by now.
Yeah, right.
They're both
Yeah.
$1 million winners.
Possibly.
be,
Well,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, could
wow,
be,
you're going to
right.
cut your man short like that.
Nah, I
Just
can't.
like that.
You know
Ty's
what?
a winner, man.
He is a winner.
He
should
reminded
win.
me a lot
He's
of Joe when he won that
he's a
challenge
survivor.
tonight,
Ty-
too.
yeah,
you
Ty
know,
is-
he reminded
he's
me
a
of Joe.
survivor.
that
He is a
he
survivor.
is.
The guy's he's a super. He's really strong. You know, as
Yeah.
far as his willpower to get through the challenges like he has so far. I'm surprised he fell when he did when we went through the actual immunity challenge.
Yeah. yeah.
Holding those discs up.
How about
he fell
again
quick.
Aubrey? How strong she was. She was to the very end in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Captain Morgan
Yeah.
pose, and then she goes right to that to holding 2 discs. Jeff even made a comment about her stretching her legs. I go, she's doing some sort of weird
Dance
calisthenics.
or
She said,
something,
some dance to
The
stay,
50s
stay,
dance, right.
stay focused or
Yeah.
stay limber.
No.
I go, no way. She's just stretching that one leg out because she had it sitting up for 75 minutes.
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
Morgan
Plus,
stuff,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
That was 75 minutes plus. That
Yeah,
she
about
sat
an
there.
hour and a half or so that they were standing
were-
there, which
yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, that
And
holding
she-
that post
and then
for an
she
hour and a half,
lost.
Yeah.
that's brutal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's seriously
I
brutal.
mean, just imagine they had to separate those things too for each contestant because
They had to,
I mean,
right, to
Scott's
measure out their
wingspan
span.
is
Yep.
humongous. Got to
Yep.
be 6 feet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, that thing is huge.
sure.
You know, that dude, he should have went further too. He was kind of weak in the challenges too. I mean, we have to say goodbye to Scott.
you
now,
He was
but-
very weak in the
You know, I
challenges.
mean, come
And-
on, man.
Which was going to be, leads into my next point here. Now, what do we see in this next episode without Scott there? That's kind of where my point was with Jason.
Right.
So Jason, he has been the coattail rider to Scott. Scott has been the one that's held the reins of their operation.
Right,
But
you're right.
Jason has been the one to put on a persona just through image.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see how Jason operates
Well,
now.
he
that
lost
all
his,
he's-
he
all
lost
he
his
has-
second vote.
But he's got,
Really?
now he's got Julia.
That's it.
So this
That's
this
it,
is
though.
a complete change from what he had to where he is now.
Yeah.
If he's got Julia, he went from tough guy Scott to being in an alliance with Ty to dealing with Sydney as a tough girl.
Yeah.
All the way
Taking
down
care
now.
of her. Yeah.
Now
At the
she-
beginning.
Now he's
But-
dealing with what's his game going to be. So that's going to be an interesting
Revenge
view there.
and complete
Revenge, yeah.
loss
we,
of everything.
Yeah.
We hear revenge.
Loss
but
of everything.
Unfortunately,
what
when you-
options does he have to actually take advantage of
He
any
can't
kind
make
of revenge?
friends.
There's no
Yeah,
revenge.
he's
even.
not a very
He's,
friendly
he's
person.
painted
Isn't
himself in a
impossible.
corner. He's painted himself in a corner.
Without a
It's-
doubt,
it's-
yeah.
And he's not coming out there without some footsteps on the brand new paint. That's it. I mean,
Listen,
it's
look who's
plain
in the
and simple.
jury. I mean, you got a
Now
beauty.
we got Scott.
You got a beauty, and you got two brains already.
Yeah,
Who's in the best position to win?
Aubrey,
Aubrey.
and Ty.
without a
Aubrey
doubt.
and
The
Ty.
power players,
I mean,
for sure.
Scott's kind of somebody you want to take to the end. Julia, you got to get rid of because she's just too much of a wild card, and she plays both sides. And you definitely want to take Joe and Michelle to the end. I mean, if you're Ty, you want to get rid of Sydney and Aubrey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you're Aubrey, you
take
want to
them
get rid of
two
Ty.
losers.
and- Yeah, you want to get rid of.
I mean, Joe's game is so weak on all the fronts.
Trust me,
All
Joe's at the
fronts.
end.
Joe's
Joe's
a non-player. Joe's a non-player.
And
He'd
so
be-
is Michelle.
God.
Michelle is too.
Right.
I mean,
That'd be right. That'd be the dream pair that you take Joe and Michelle to the end, and then you guaranteed to win it all.
If you're not going to take the villains, you take the weaklings.
Right. Exactly. So
just
and then what do we have now? How many episodes do we usually run through? So
Well, we
this'll
got
be-
we
this'll
end
be
with 3,
episode-
right? So
yeah. So we'll be on episode 11 next week.
we'll have.
so we have 6. So we have 3 more people to go.
We
and
might
then we
have 2
3 to
weeks. It
stay.
might be next week,
Yeah.
and then the following week.
We do a 2-hour
Maybe
thing.
the 2-hour. Get rid of 2
So it's
people.
coming
They
down to
might get
crunch
rid
time.
of 2 people next week.
No, they did.
No?
They would have announced
So
a
the-
2-hour special.
So we got 6.
we got next week, and then I think the following week.
And
after
then the
that'll be
2-hour
our
special.
and then
Yeah.
we're done in the off
I
season.
think we have 2 more episodes. To
That's
be
it.
honest with you,
That's
what,
it.
what is
Right.
this? 10?
This is 10.
I think. We're
And we
going
got
12.
things planned, Survivor Nation. We got things planned
That's
right.
for the off season.
That's right.
Big
We do.
stuff coming. Big stuff.
That's right. Big
No.
stuff. So, and too, I have to mention the fact that you're a liar. We're not even in the new studio yet. You said we'd
No,
be in the
we
new
gotta
studio.
be in the. What's
Somehow
the
you
matter
end
with
up
you?
But
I'm terrible.
The weather's breaking. We'll be
Oh,
in the new
God.
studio soon.
Oh yeah.
Next week we'll be here, episode 11.
We'll be talking about the
It'll be
Republican
good.
National Convention coming to Cleveland, Ohio, as well.
And
Yeah, our hometown.
we'll definitely be giving mention to that without a doubt.
That's going to be some big
C-Town.
news here in Seatown.
Yeah, that'll be big.
Plus,
So
and we'll also be talking sports with our Cleveland Cavaliers on a march to
Yeah.
a championship as well.
We
Let
won't
me-
be talking Browns because they're not doing anything. as
Well,
usual.
Browns,
we
we
will
will
be
not.
talking RG3 because I'm a Steeler fan.
But then we have we have
Nice.
Survivor to
There you
finish
go.
it too. We have got the final episodes coming up. This has
Right.
been a great ride so far. This
Man,
is-
I mean, it started off slow, but the last couple
Yes.
episodes have totally.
I agree.
Like I said,
Yeah.
hashtag wow. Right.
Hashtag wow. We didn't see.
We saw that
you
at
know,
the end of the
I kind of
episode.
missed Debbie
Hashtag
this
wow.
week
It
a
was
little
big
bit,
deal.
though. Just a little bit. I missed Debbie. You know, I mean, I wanted to
I
see
get
what
it.
she was this week.
I get it. Yeah.
You know?
Aubrey's taken over that
Yeah.
powerful mind, and she's very intelligent.
It's going to be interesting to see where we
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be episode 11.
Let's do it.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting to see where we end up with these guys. Listen, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Please send in all the comments.
Oh yeah,
As
we
many
want to
as you
hear
can.
them. We want to hear them.
We don't even care what it pertains to. We'll write back. Why not?
Exactly.
We'll catch you guys next week. Episode 11, Survivor Series. We'll see you then.